Now you're probably wondering how the richest people in the world got so rich. In this video we'll talk about a book called The Millionaire Next Door, written by Thomas Stanley. This book is about how regular people can become millionaires. So you want to be a millionaire? Well, that's great, but it's not going to be easy. Because most millionaires become millionaires by working hard and being dedicated. They didn't get rich through luck or inheritance. But there are secrets that set them apart from the rest. This book will show you how to become a millionaire next door, just like them. But before we proceed, make sure you smash that like button and hit the subscribe and notification button if you already haven't done so, because it means that YouTube sends you more of these kinds of videos and it helps our channel. A millionaire is someone who has a lot of money. This person can afford to have all the nice things that money can buy. There's no set definition of what it takes to be a millionaire, but most experts agree that it means having a net worth of at least $1 million. It is possible to become a millionaire if you save and invest your money carefully. In fact, there are millions of millionaires in the world. Many of them became millionaires through hard work and careful financial planning. Anyone can do it if they're willing to put in the effort. Some people have become rich because they inherited money, but many people have become rich because they worked hard and were determined. They come from all different kinds of backgrounds and they can be found all over the world. But one thing they all have in common is that they've achieved a level of success that most of us can only dream about. There are several things we can learn from millionaires that can help us achieve financial success. Here are the 5 key points in becoming a millionaire. Point 1. There are 12 qualities that millionaires have. Let's look at each one closer. Number 1. They ensure that they have higher income than expenses. One of the most important financial lessons that people can learn is to live within their budget. This means spending less money than they earn and saving the rest. Living within your means may require some lifestyle changes, but it's worth it in the long run. Number 2, they spend much of their time in financial preparation. It's never too early to start thinking about your financial future. In fact, the sooner you start planning, the better off you'll be. By taking the time to map out your financial goals, you can make sure that you're on track to achieving them. Number 3, they value financial freedom more than social status. Financial security provides stability and peace of mind, while social status is often fleeting and can be based on superficial things. Financial security gives you the freedom to live your life the way you want to, without worrying about how to pay your bills or whether you'll be able to retire. Number 4, they never rely on their parents' financial help. One of the best things that young people can do for their future is to avoid relying on their parents' money. Of course, there are many advantages to having financial support from your parents. However, there are also some significant drawbacks which we will discuss further later in this video. Number 5, they're self-employed business owners and entrepreneurs. There are many benefits to being self-employed. You get to choose your own hours, work on your own projects and be your own boss. This can be a very rewarding experience that allows you to have more flexibility and control over your career. Number 6, they are mostly male and around the age of 50. There are many different paths to becoming a millionaire. However, one demographic that is particularly well represented among the ranks of the ultra-wealthy is older men. Whatever the reason may be, it's clear that older men make up a significant portion of the millionaire population. Number 7, they have an emergency fund that is good for 10 years. An emergency fund is a savings account that you use to cover unexpected expenses like a medical bill or car repair. You should try to save enough money to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. If you're self-employed or have a variable income, you may want to have a larger emergency fund so that you can get by during tough times. Number 8, they're well educated. According to a recent study by the Pew Research Center, nearly 3/4 of American millionaires have a college degree. This is a significant increase from previous generations, when only around 1/3 of millionaires had a college degree. The study has also found that millionaire status is increasingly linked to higher levels of education. Number 9. They invest 20% of their income. A common rule of thumb is to invest 20% of your income. However, this may not be feasible for everyone. If you can't invest 20%, start with what you can afford and increase your investment over time. But the important thing is to get started and start building your financial future. Number 10. They invest consistently for more than a year. Investing is a strategy that can help you make money. People sometimes think the best way to do this is to buy stocks when they're cheap and sell them when they're expensive. But this may not be the best idea. A better way to invest may be to invest regularly over time. When you do this, you take advantage of something called compounding. This happens when your earnings from investments are reinvested and begin to earn more money on their own. Number 11. They optimise costs. When businesses purchase any goods or services, they need to be careful about how much money they spend. This is so they can stay profitable. For example, it's cheaper to buy second-hand cars than new cars. Number 12. They're stingy in many good ways. Some people may think that being stingy is a negative trait. However, there are actually some benefits to being stingy. People who are stingy with their money are often more careful with their spending. Point 2. You need to practice defense playing. One of the most important things to do when planning your finances is to protect them. This means protecting them from things like inflation and market volatility. You can do this by taking a proactive approach to defense. This will help you reach your financial goals more easily. Number 3. You must understand the real cost of a sale. The concept of opportunity cost is easy to understand. It is the value of the next best thing that you give up when you make a decision. There are 2 types of opportunity cost. The first type is monetary. For example, you can invest your next dollar rather than spending it. This will help you gain money instead of losing it. The second opportunity cost is time. Time is a limited resource. If you have the time, don't waste it. Use it to learn more or develop your business. Hey, you enjoying the video? If so, why not give us a thumbs up or share in the comment section anything you want to share with us. Now let's get back to our list. Point number 4. Know that cash gifts are a mischief. Cash gifts can often do more harm than good. For example, if a parent usually gives money to their children, instead of helping them to learn to be independent and live within their means, the child will become dependent. There's an old saying that goes, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Point 5. Choose a life of financial independence over a life of debt. The first step to figuring out if you're on the right track is to know your net worth. To calculate your net worth, multiply your age by your annual income and divide it by 10. Now you'll know if you're on your way to financial independence if what you have is at least double the amount of your net worth. Let us take a look at this pyramid of accumulators of wealth. Highest in the pyramid are the super prodigious accumulators of wealth, SPAW. These are the people who have 10 times the amount of their net worth. Second are the prodigious accumulators of wealth, PAW. They are the ones who have 2 times the amount of their net worth. Second to the last are the average accumulators of wealth, AAW. These people have the equal amount of their net worth. While the lowest in the pyramid are the under accumulators of wealth, UAW. These people have at least half of their net worth. Your goal is to reach the prodigious accumulators of wealth, PAW stage. Until you are at this point, it will become easier for you to climb up to the super prodigious accumulator of wealth stage, SPAW. Remember, becoming financially independent requires hard work and self-discipline. So list your financial goals. Start by writing down your short-term goals. These are the goals that you can achieve in 5 to 10 years. After that, write down your long-term goals. These are the goals you can achieve in 20 years or more. This way, you will have a plan on how to achieve your financial independence. Thank you for being all ears throughout the entire video. If you'd like to learn more about starting your own business, click on the details below. And if there's a particular video you're looking to see, let us also know in the comments below. To create is effort. To copy is genius. Albert Einstein. Remember, if you want to change your life, you need to make a change.